Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome back to Dr. Zahir Math. How are you all? After a long time we are making videos for differential equations, right? And this is module 3. I just wanted to say this is module 3, right? Yes. And I hope you are all watching the differential equations playlist, right? So many of you have given the good responses for the videos and I'm really happy and thank you that the videos are useful for you, right? And this method is not available in the playlist. What is the method? Gauss-Jordan method. It is in the exercise Appendix B and page number Appendix 18 in the book. You can also check it out, right? So in today's class, we will solve a system of 3 equations using Gauss-Jordan method, right? This method is very, very important because it gives the solution directly and no back substitution is needed. What do you mean by back substitution? In the Gauss elimination method, you remember all of you, we will be using this diagonal elements, right? Below this part will be 0, right? 0, 0, 0. And we'll be using back substitution method to get the values of x, y, z, right? Yes, but here it is not necessary. And it produces the final matrix in reduced row echelon form. You know very well what is row echelon form. Yes, the teachers already used. Some teachers they use REF. Some teachers they use RREF. Reduced row echelon form. Row echelon form means what? Below the diagonal, all the elements are what? 0, which is very clean and easy to read. And it's widely used in engineering applications like control systems engineering, right? And circuits and structural analysis and many situations. Mostly this method is used wherever repeated matrix calculations are coming, or you can say matrix operations are required. Our calculator also supports this method, right? What it supports, teacher? It supports, we have a famous function that is colon, right? So this always supports this one, right? Where is this, teacher? This one, it is in the button calc. Can you see the button calc, right? And in that there is one small equal is there, pink color, and there is a small colon in the button of integral symbol. Can you see that? So here there is a colon. So this colon we are going to use it. Okay, right. And Gauss-Jordan is more systematic and helps reduce manual calculation mistakes also, you can say. So in this video I'll show you all the steps very clearly and then I will tell you how to use the calculator without making mistakes, right? So let's begin. Before going to this one, I'm going to slowly explain what are the operations we are going to do. Here we are going to do row operations. What do you mean by row operations, teachers? R2 becomes, R3 becomes. For that you need to remember a simple algebraic technique. What is that? Suppose I give an equation like this, x plus y is equal to 2. Let's say for example minus x plus y is equal to 0, for example, right? If I want to calculate the value of this one, or I want to solve this equation, right? In this situation, there is a plus x minus x is there, right? If I start adding, what happens? This gets cancelled, right? And I'll get 2y is equal to what? 2. So if there is a difference of sign, you're going to do add, okay? So keep in your mind, this is a rule. If different sign, okay, you're going to add. So this is the rule you're going to remember, right? Let me give you another example. Suppose you have x plus y, right, is equal to 2 and x plus 2y is equal to 3, right? And you want to cancel this x, right? So what you will do, you will subtract, right? Because why? If you subtract only, this x gets cancelled, this subtract and this also subtract, right? So it means what? What is the rule comes? The rule comes as if it is equal sign, it means you are going to what? Subtract. What do you mean by equal sign, teacher? Plus plus, minus minus. What do you mean by different sign, teacher? Plus minus, minus plus. It means here plus, here minus, and here minus, here plus. This is called different sign, okay? And here plus, here minus, here minus. This is called the same sign, okay? If this situation comes, what you're going to do? You're going to add. It means plus. If this situation comes, you're going to do what? Subtract. Subtract means what? You're going to do minus. Clear, everybody? Right. So let me explain what is Gauss-Jordan method. So first thing is you're going to write the augmented matrix. This is the first step. Okay. How to write the augmented matrix for this question, I will tell you. So just write augmented matrix A given B. Already we saw in Gauss elimination method. How to write augmented matrix, right? So 10, 1, 1, and then 2, 10, 1, 1, 1, 5. Is it okay, everybody? Right? Yes. So 10, 1, 1, 2, 10, 1, 1, 1, 5. How do I take this one? The coefficients of x, y, z. And then usually I put semicolon. This is semicolon and this is colon. And some teachers, they put a line. No problem, you can use it. And then write the right hand side element, 12 and then 13 and then 7. Clear, everybody? Right. So 10, 2, 1, 1, 10, 1, 1, 1, 5. Always look at column side because we are going to do the operations on row, but the work in the calculator is column wise. So this is called augmented matrix. How to call this one? In English, augmented, right? So this is called augmented matrix, right? So let me write the matrix here, for example. So this is 10, 1, 1, and then 12, and then 2, 10, 1, and then 13, 1, 1, 5, and then 7. Okay, this is augmented matrix. Now, what is step number 2 says? Focus on the first pivot element. What do you mean by pivot element, teacher? Look here. This is A11, A12, A13. First row, first element. First row, second element. First row, third element. A21, A22, A23. Second row, first element. Second row, second element. Second row, third element. A31, A32, A33. Third row, first element. Third row, second element. Third row, third element. So this is the way we are writing matrix elements. Okay, right. So what did they say? Focus on the first pivot element. What do you mean by pivot, teacher? In English, pivot means it's called helper, one who is helping, right? Okay. So the leading diagonal elements are called pivot elements. Okay. So leading diagonal means first element in the first row, second element in the second row, third element in the third row. This is called leading diagonal elements. So this leading diagonal elements are called pivot elements. Are called what? Pivot elements. But usually Asians, they say pivot element. But correct pronunciation is pivot. So pivot element on the diagonal, right? So what I'm going to do, using this helper, I'm going to make these two elements as 0 using row operations. 0, okay, right. And then using this element, I'm going to make this element and this element as 0. And using this one, I'm going to make this and this as zeros. Clear, everybody? Right. That is the first one. Make the elements below the first pivot element equal to 0. This one. And focus on the second pivot element. Make the elements above and below it's 0. What is above? This is above and this is below. Use the pivot element, this one, A33, right? Clear above values to make the final column 0 except the pivot element. So above this one, this means these two elements you're going to make it 0. After that, convert the diagonal elements to 1. This I will explain later. And finally, the values are what? X, Y, Z, and it appears directly. And here the very important thing is no back substitution. That is very, very important. In Gauss elimination, we do back substitution, but here we write the answer directly. Clear, all of you? Right. So let's go to the question. So locate the leading diagonal. This is the first element in the first row, second element in the second row, third element in the third row. You see here, first element, second element, third element, first element in the first row, second element in the second row, third element in the third row. Clear, everybody? Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this element and this element to 0 with the help of this element. So this is called what? Pivot element, right? So this is equal to matrix, you put it, right? Okay. Now R2, this is called R1, this is R2 and this is R3, row. So R2 becomes, R3 becomes. Whenever you put R2 here, you must put R2 here. Whenever you put R3 here, you must put R3. And what is the helper? Helper is R1, you must put the helper on the other side. Now look here, between 10 and 2, is the same sign or different sign? Same sign or different sign? Same sign means what? Plus, plus, minus, minus. Plus, plus, right? So if same sign, what is the rule I said? You're going to subtract. That means what? You're going to minus. So in between you put minus. In between this and this, look at same sign or different sign? Same sign. So it is minus, right? So now multiply this 2 with this 10. Multiply this 10 with this 2. Okay, right. It means what? R2 is multiplied by 10. Clear? R1 is multiplied by 2. Clear? So easy. Multiply this by 10 and multiply this by 1. It means what? R3 is multiplied by 10 and R1 is multiplied by 1. Is it clear? Everybody? Clear, all of you? Right. Now what are you going to do in the calculator, teacher? Keep in your mind, I'm going to use R1 as A and R2 as B, R3 as C in the calculator. It means this is your A and this is your B and this is your C, right? So take your calculator, all of you. In the calculator, please write the formula. 10 R2 means what? B minus 2 R1 means what? C. And this is 10 C minus, and this is what? A, right? So what you're going to write in the calculator? 10B minus 2A colon and then 10C minus A. This you're going to write in the calculator. Let me write also with you. Right, I'll just stop the video. Yes, now I type this formula 10B minus 2A, right? And then you press the button. This is the formula on the calculator, right? So on the calculator you're going to do it. Sorry, this is A, 10C minus A. On the calculator you're going to type this formula and then press calc, C-A-L-C, press calc. Okay, right. So when I press calc, the calculator will ask you B. So please go in this order. Please go column wise. Don't go. So now what is B? B is 2. To press 2, press equal. Then the calculator will ask you A. Press 10. Press equal. Calculator asks you C. What is C? 1. So press equal. Now your screen shows. So there is no change in the first row. Please write the first row. No change. 10, 1, 1, colon, 12. Now I'm going to write the second row. The second row, 10B minus 2A, I got 0. Again, press equal. 10C minus A, the calculator gives 0. Clear, everybody? Right. The same thing you're going to do for this column, and this column. That's it. Okay, again, press equal, everybody. B question mark. What is B? B is 10. Press equal. What is A? A is 1. Press equal. What is C? 1. Press equal. What is 10B minus 2A? 10B minus 2A means this one. 10C minus A means this one. Okay. Which is 98. Okay, everybody. Again, press equal. You will get 9. Right? Yes. Now again, press equal. B question mark. Come here. 1. Press equal. A. 1. Press equal. C. Which is 5 equal. So 10B minus 2A is, which is 8. And then again press equal. You will get 49. Right? Again press equal. B question mark, which is 13, press equal, and A is 12, press equal, and the C is 7, press equal. So you will get 100 C as 10B minus 2A. Again press equal, you will get 58. So nice. Yes. Always you locate the leading diagonal, right? Yes. Now what we are going to do? We are going to make the second step. You're going to make this element. You're going to make this element and this element 0 with the help of this pivot element. It means what? There is no change in row number 2. Am I right? So what we are going to do? We are going to put a matrix, right? And there is no change in row number 2. Row number 2 is 0, 98 and then 0, 98 and then 8 and then 106. There is no change. Only you are going to make the first row and the third row as what? Zeros. Clear, everybody? Clear, all of you? Right. So let us make the first row and the third row as zeros. How you are going to make? With the help of the pivot element R2. So how we are going to write the rules? There is no place. Let me make it small. Wait, I'll make, yes. Now also I'll make the size as little small so that I can write in one space. Okay, let it make. Yes. Now look here, everybody. Now what happens? R1 becomes, right? And then R3 becomes. Who's the pivot helper? Helper is R2. So here if you put R1, here R1. Here if you put R3, you will put R3. Okay. Who's the helper? R2. Who's the helper? R2. Between R1 and R2, you just look same sign or different sign here and here. It is same sign. So you're going to put what? Minus. Between here and here, is it same sign or different sign? It is same sign. So you're going to put minus. Now look here. R1 is multiplied by 98 and R2 is multiplied by 1. Correct? So what we are going to write it? R1 is multiplied by 98 and R2 is multiplied by what? 1. Similarly, R3 is multiplied by 1 and R3 is multiplied by, from here, not here, okay. R3 is multiplied by 9 and this is multiplied by what? 98. So R3 multiplied by 98, okay, and R2 is multiplied by what? 9. So simple, right? So what is the formula? You have to write in the calculator. That is the next part. So let me come to the calculator part. Calculator part is 98. R1 means what? A minus R2 means what? B colon. And then 98 R3 means what? It's a C minus 9 R2 means what? B. So this is the formula you are going to write in the calculator. And then press CALC calc. Okay. Let me write and come back. Yes, I have come back. Now you have to see only this matrix. Look at this matrix only. See, look at this matrix. Okay, right. So what happens now? We are going to start. We are going to start from what? From this column. Keep in your mind. Okay, right. So let us start. Press calc. Yes, I press the calc. Calc. What is A? A is this value 10. A is 10. Press equal. P is what? 0. What is C? C is 7. Okay, right. Now 98A minus B, it means this one, okay? And for this 98C minus 9B means what? It is here, right? So which is 980, right? Again press equal, you will get 686. Are you getting this one? 986. So I'm getting 0 here, right? Again press equal, A equals now, press 1. Press 1 and B equals 98, okay? Press equal, C equals 9. Okay. Now I'm getting 0 here, right? And then again press equal, I'm getting 0. So nice, right? Yes. Again press equal, I have to give this column, right? Now A which is 1 and B which is 8 and C which is 49. The letters are very small, right? And I'm getting here 90, okay? Again press equal, I'm getting 4730, right? Are you getting? Yes. Again press equal, A question mark, this number 12, press equal, B 106, press equal, C 58, press equal. I am getting 1070, 1070 and then press equal, I'm getting 4730, right? So this is over. Again locate the diagonal please. When you locate the diagonal, so if you look at here, what happens now? You are getting this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Only thing is I have to make this and this as 0 with the help of this element. Okay, right. So let us go to the next one. So next I'm going to make a matrix, right? Is it okay? Can I make it a little bigger? Now it's okay for me because you need a little bigger size, right? Right. Now what we are going to do, we are going to make this R1 and R2, we are going to make it 0. So this is your pivot element, right? So this is your helper, right? So now R1 becomes and R2 becomes. When you write R1 here, you should write R1 here. When you write R2 here, you should write. Who is your helper? R3. Who is your helper? R3, right? Yes. Now between R1 and R3, same sign or different sign? Same sign, so minus. Between R2 and R3, same sign or different sign? Same sign, so minus. Now R1 you multiply this one by 90 and this one by 4730. So R1 multiply by 4730, right? R3 multiply by what? 90, right? Next R2 is multiplied by what? 4730. This one, this is multiply here, this is multiply here, and this is multiplied by 8. Clear everybody? So on calculator, what we are going to do? So on calculator, we are going to do, yes, on calculator, which is 4730, R1 means what? A, right? And then minus 90C, this is C, R3 means C. And then put colon, right? 4730, R2 means what? Which is B, minus 8 times R3 means what? C. So this one you are going to make in the calculator. Clear everybody? Yes. Oh, sorry, it is not in a correct. So let me write clearly. Yes. Okay. Again, you need to write. Yes, I cannot write. So let me write very clearly. Okay, right. And then press calc. Okay, right. So let me write this formula and then come back. Yes, I'm back. Now, where are the rows changing? The row 1 and row 2 is changing. So no change in what? R3. So don't change R3. 0, 0, 4, 7, 3, 0, 4, 7, 3, 0. No change. Clear, everybody? Right. Let me write in a good way. Yes. So it is 0, 0, 4, 7, 3, 0 and 4, 7, 3, 0. This you need to put colon or you need to put dash. Sorry, line. Okay. Let's go with R1. Come on, press calc. When you press calc, the calculator will ask you A. Now you are going from here, okay? This previous matrix. 980, press equal. C, which is 0. B, 106. No, sorry. I made a mistake. Sorry. Once again, I'll make calculate. Yes, sorry. Calculate. Okay, let me finish this. Okay, now press equal. Calculate. A equals 980. Press equal. C equals 0. Press equal. B equals 0. Press equal. So I will get 4635 and 400. And then press equal. I will get 0 here. Right. Again, press equal. A question mark. Now start here. 0. Press equal. C 0, press equal. B, which is 98, press equal. I'm getting 0 here and I'm getting here 4, 6, right? 3, 5. The numbers are very small for me, but the value is big. And then press equal. The next you need to start this row, okay? Right. 90, press equal. And the C value is 4730, press equal. B value is 8, press equal. And then I will get 0 here and then press equal. I will get 0 here, right? And then press equal. A value, this one, 1070, press equal. C value is 4730, press equal. B value is 106, press equal. Now I'm getting 4635400 and then press equal. The next value I'm getting 463540, right? And then that's it. Okay, finish now. Now look at the leading diagonal. So this is your leading diagonal and this is your leading diagonal. And this is the element after the equal sign, right? Yes. Now what happened? This is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Below the diagonal, 0. Above the diagonal, it is 0. Now we are ready, right? Almost all the zeros. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make all the diagonal elements as 1. This is the very important point in Gauss-Jordan method. I want to make the leading diagonal element as 1. So it means what? I am going to divide by this number. So 4635400. I'm going to divide by 4635400. I'm going to divide by 4635400. So I'm going to make this element 0. So 1. What should I do? 463540. And this element 463540. Of course, this is 0, no need. And I'm going to divide by 4730. I'm going to divide by 4730. So what happens now? Matrix open and matrix open, right? Yes. You will get 1001. So 1001 colons 1. Next is 0101. 0101. Okay. Next is 0011. So 0011. Not necessary this element should come 1. Okay. Only the leading diagonal element must come what? 1. This is 1, this is 1 and this is 1. Right. Now we can write the answer directly because this is for x, y, z. This is what the elements after, which is D. You can say like that. So 1x is equal to 1, which implies what? X is equal to 1. This is for y. This is for x. This is for z. So 1y is equal to 1, which implies y is equal to 1. 1z is equal to 1, which implies what? Z is equal to 1. Clear, everybody? Right. Now, teacher, I want to check whether this answer is correct or not. Yes, you can check the answer. Go to mode, okay, 5 and then number 2, right? Yes. Go mode 5 and then number 2. So if you go to number 2, you have to go to the equations. What is the equations given? Which is here. 10 press equal, 1 press equal, 1 press equal, 12 press equal, 2 press equal, 10 press equal, 1 press equal, 13 press equal, 1 press equal, 1 press equal, 5 press equal, and then 7 press equal. Okay, right. So if you press, I'll get 1, 1, 1. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, z is equal to 1. So I get the answer x equals, y equals, z equals what? 1. Not necessary the same answer should come. Okay, right. Now I'll give you one more question for you to practice. So please practice. So let me write the questions for practice. Okay, right. So the practice question is x minus y plus z equals 1 and minus 3x plus 2y minus 3z equals minus 6 and 2x minus 5y plus 4z equals 5 by Gauss Jordan method. Jordan, you can say like that. Right. Yes. I want to solve this problem. Okay, without voice, I'll solve this problem. Okay, you can check while you are doing. Okay, right? Yes, let me solve. I'll stop it in this middle, right? I'm not going to do it. So I'll give you the final answer. X equals minus 2, y equals 3, and z is equal to 6. Okay, you can also check in the calculator what's answer, right? So this is your part. It is so easy. You can finish this in 5 to 10 minutes in the examination. Thank you for watching. If the explanation was helpful, please like the video and subscribe. Comment below which topic you want next in MA203, which is differential equations. See you in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Zahir. East or West, Dr. Zahir Math YouTube channel is the best. Okay, bye-bye.